Paul Dowsley leads our coverage on a dramatic day on Spring Street.
Tears from Jacinta Allan.
You all know I'm a bit of a crier, so...
As she finally concedes she must stand down as Premier after 1,036 days.
Because it is the right thing by the Labor Party and by the Victorian people.
The Victorian electorate turned against her, then her own MPs did, plotting to remove her and install her deputy, Ben Carroll.
I am not Daniel Andrews. I am not Jacinta Allan.
And he delivered a political slap in the face to his predecessor.
My first action as Premier will be to call a royal commission into the construction sector.
Something she resisted for years, and he wants to immediately increase powers for our anti-corruption watchdog, not next year as Jacinta Allan planned.
Our government does need to go in a new direction. As Premier, I will deliver that new direction.
But Allan was defiant until the end, still certain she had the numbers.
I believe I would have won.
After late-night crisis meetings at her office, Labor MPs arrived this morning. Cracks were revealed as some rebelled to publicly say there should be a royal commission. Will you be voting for Ben?
I'll be voting for integrity in the Labor Party, Royal Commission.
When you say you vote for integrity, is that a dig at Jacinta Allan?
No, it's about the way forward for Labor.
How destabilising is this?
Well, I mean, look, it's an unusual workplace, isn't it?
The Premier has my support.
I am going to caucus this morning, but I'm here to do my job as Speaker.
Who would you vote for?
I support the Premier 100%.
I'm very clear in my support for the Premier.
I believe that the Premier will be standing as a candidate, should there be a spill.
But Jacinta Allan had changed her mind. Ben Carroll arrived to see her just after 8 this morning. She told him she was stepping down, a backflip on yesterday when she insisted she would contest any challenge.
This gig has been tough. I inherited a rising crime rate. I inherited a budget deficit. I came to office in a cost of living crisis.
Her resignation paved the way for Carroll, Gabrielle Williams, as his deputy. He was asked about recent remarks that he told his daughter how he wanted to support Jacinta Allan.
The circumstances changed.
A phrase he used 9 times in 3 minutes. Then, before lunch, he was sworn in.
I, Benjamin Allan Carroll, swear by Almighty God that as Premier for the State of Victoria, I will, at all times and in all things, discharge the duties of my office according to law. Integrity under my government will not be optional. We need to restore trust.
I didn't get everything right, but I will leave knowing I made a difference.
Jacinta Allan is someone who I think is a very decent human being. This will have been a very difficult day.
Despite spiralling debt, Jacinta Allan was like the political foreman for Victoria's big build, including the level crossing removal project, the Westgate Tunnel and the Metro Tunnel.
This is why we do it!
The suburban rail loop, her pet project, one Ben Carroll will inherit but won't rule out scrapping.
I've got no announcements to make on that project today.
Despite 2 years of bruising corruption claims, Allan refused to call a royal commission, fuelling unrest within her party. The police chief commissioner even distanced himself. Last week he refused to stand next to her, claiming his officers haven't been given the powers they need to properly investigate corruption. Today,
I have been in contact with the police commissioner today.
We work with the government of the day. That's our job as Victoria Police. We really need to be politically neutral.
Jacinta Allan arrived on Spring Street in 1999, aged just 26, the youngest woman to be elected to Victorian Parliament, holding 22 portfolios, including Minister of the doomed Commonwealth Games. As the second female Premier of the state, she championed women's health until the end.
I've lived with endometriosis and I almost lost my daughter at birth. These experiences not only defined who I am, they defined what I believe government should do for working women. For too long, women's pain was dismissed.
Ballooning debt, machete bins and record crime all took a toll as her popularity plunged.
And if you're a woman making your start in politics, let me say this to you today. Please don't look at what I have experienced this week and think, stuff that, I don't want to be involved. Look at the support I've experienced over my career and think, I can make a difference here too.
And Paul Dowsley has the fallout from State Parliament. Paul, the opposition has wasted no time taking aim at the new Premier.
Their first strategy, Mitch, is pushing their message that despite the change of leader, the Labor Party and its problems remain the same. So they are targeting Ben Carroll in a new ad campaign. It's the second time in 2 days that they've put out a scare ad about him. And we'll know within weeks if the polls are shifting for Labor off the back of this change today, and if One Nation continues to eat away at their base. Jacinta Allan publicly, repeatedly dismissed polling, but in his first video message online as Premier this afternoon, Ben Carroll directly referenced polling, saying it predicts Victoria is on track for its first Liberal One Nation government. Of course, there is actually no deal done there, but he is using it to scare voters about what he says will be big budget cuts. We should expect a rapid succession of big announcements and policy changes in coming days, Mitch, as Ben Carroll looks to shake off the shadow of Jacinta Allan and make the job of Premier his own.
Paul Dowsley at State Parliament, thank you.